Welcome back to Sports Overtime. The high school football season kicks off this week, and in all my years of covering sports in West Michigan, I can't recall this many high-level recruits. The Detroit Free Press released this list of the top 50 players in the state. 5 of the top 10 are from this side of the state. And here to talk about this wealth of talent is Alan True, the Midwest football recruiting manager for Scout Recruiting. Alan, thanks for being here. And you can also read his work on the Detroit News. Alan, really, have you seen this much talent here in all your years of doing this?
Not this much depth, and in all classes, too. We're not just talking about seniors, but there's juniors and even a handful of sophomores and freshmen that have college offers or are being recruited already. So I think it's a really, really strong time for West Michigan talent.
Well, let's take a look at your list of the top 10. We'll start from 10 and work our way down. Number 10, you see a couple of Mona Shores guys. We'll start with Keontae Watson of Mona Shores.
Yeah, big offensive lineman, sort of made his name more last year. They had some recruits 2 years ago, so I think last year was his chance to break through. He did that, 6'5", so you don't see that type of body too often. Couple of MAC offers there. Could get more offers this season because I think there's always a premium for big guys as the colleges are sifting through senior tape.
What do you like about Xavier Wade from West Ottawa? Very
athletic kid, basketball player, long arms, can go up and get the football. Played against some really good competition last year. I was at the game when they played Rockford, so you'd like to see the production he had against the better teams in the area. I think he's a kid who's a steal for some school.
Another receiver from Mona Shores, Damari Roberson.
Yeah, wide receiver like his brother Darice, who ended up signing with Western Michigan. I think he could be a safety at the next level too, about 6'1", 190 pounds, so has the size to play either way. Only a junior, so I think you're going to see some offers come his way. I know some SEC schools have even come up and inquired about him.
Muskegon quarterback Ladarius Jefferson, already a Central Florida commit.
Well, I think if you look at guys on this list and you say who could rise up the list this year, I think him, with Khalil Pimpleton not there this year, everything's going to go through Ladarius, and I think he's going to have huge stats this season. Big kid, can run with the ball too, but I think a little bit underrated as a passer right now.
Another big red at number 6. You've got Anthony Bradford from Muskegon, one of 4 kids from the area with an Alabama offer.
Yeah, and another junior. So he has these offers as a junior, but 6'5", 320 pounds already. Very physical kid. I had a chance to see him at Michigan State's camp. He earned an offer that day and was one of the most dominant players at that camp. Very big, strong, physical, typical big red type of offensive lineman.
Number 5, Jason Whitaker, heading to Northwestern next year, plays at Rockford, quarterback.
Well, I think first of all, you have a kid with the physical tools, but he's got great intangibles. He's a leader, very smart kid. He's very in command of that offense. And then you add in the fact that he's got a great arm. And I think as an athlete, maybe a little underrated too. He can run with the ball and move around in the pocket as well.
At number 4, Antoine Reed of Muskegon, our third big red on this list.
And another big guy. He's 6'7" and over 300 pounds now, and was a kid that hadn't played a ton of football when he first joined up at Muskegon's team, and so they've polished him up over the last couple of years. He has as much upside as I think anybody in the state, let alone on this side of the state.
Yeah, we were out at the scrimmage earlier this week with Muskegon and East Kentwood. Tony Kimbrough said this is the most talented Muskegon team he has ever seen.
And a lot of that talent's up front, so they're going to be really, really strong in the trenches.
All right, number 3, a couple of East Kentwood kids come in at 3, 2, and 3. You've got Mozzie Smith from East Kentwood.
Yeah, another junior and another kid with an Alabama offer. You see that offer list right there, and that's just a handful of them. Pretty impressive. Defensive tackle is a position we don't have a lot of in the Midwest. So for a kid to be 6'3", 6'4", as athletic as he is, it's no surprise that these schools are coming after him.
His teammate Logan Brown.
He's similar to Antoine Reed in that he looks like exactly how you want a left tackle to look. 6'6", 290 pounds, but a very lean kid still at that size. He has, we use that term upside a lot, but you really could see Logan Brown play beyond college if everything goes right because he has all the tools.
And number 1 player on your list, Jalen Mayfield from Catholic Central, headed to Michigan.
Yeah, an offensive tackle with athleticism, basketball player, so he can move around really well. But what I like most about him is the intensity he plays with. He's a kid who can flip that switch and play mean, plays very physical. I think that's going to fit right in with the type of offense Michigan's running.
I know coaches like guys that play mean. I know you've been doing this for a long time, Alan. Ideas for kids out there watching. As the season started, how can they get themselves on these lists seen by college coaches?
Well, first of all, if you're not in that top 10 list, don't fret. There's plenty of room, right? Not everybody's going to be able to go to Alabama, but there are plenty of great schools around the area, around the state, around the whole Midwest. So keep emailing coaches, get in touch with people like myself to help get your name out there. And then most of all, be good on the field. The tape doesn't lie, so if you put together good tape, they're going to find their way to you.
Yeah, talent always rises to the top, and coaches, colleges find that talent, don't they?
It's easier to be found than ever before because of Huddle and Twitter and all the different ways you can get their tape to them. You don't have to mail a VHS to them anymore and have it sit in a mailroom in a box for months.
All right, Alan True, you can read his stuff on Scout and also, again, in the Detroit News. Thanks for joining us, Alan.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Look forward to seeing you on the sidelines this year.
Absolutely.